Will Flare Network token continue its bullish climb and reach new all-time highs soon? I think there's a very good chance of that happening based on what I'm seeing here on the charts. I've been talking to you guys about Flare Network, and this is the weekly time frame for this coin here. Now, let's do a quick recap about Flare Network. I talked about this falling wedge pattern that has happened, right? Falling wedges are probably the most common patterns you guys will see if you start charting your charts. Now, what do they tell you is that they're bullish patterns that has a higher chance of breaking to the upside. This one broke to the upside in last year. Okay, price target for this breakout here would be about 4.4 cents. Flare Network has not quite hit that yet, and this breakout is still valid, and it has also formed several patterns since that breakout. One of which would include the double bottom pattern here, with the first bottom being in the week of October 28th last year, and the second bottom would be the week of March 31st this year. Double bottom patterns you should also be paying attention to because they're also bullish patterns that has a higher chance of breaking to the upside. Now, price target here would be about 6.5 cents for Flare Network, which is the higher target here, which will also put Flare Network above its previous all-time highs, which is showing here to be about 5.2 cents. Oh, excuse me. No. It's going to be about 5.7 cents. So this would be the path for Flare to actually get to its all-time highs, and something to be paying attention to. Now, since the double bottom here, it has been trying to work its way to the neckline of that double bottom, which would be about 3.8 cents, just to be even here. That is the neckline or resistance of this double bottom. If it breaks out of that resistance, then this double bottom has been broken out of. Now, something to be paying to note is that these price targets are estimates only. Okay, there could be more, there could be less. Okay, very much depends on particularly Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still the driver of this market. I did a more detailed video on Bitcoin earlier today. I will link you guys at the end of this video. I highly recommend that you guys watch it. I never trade altcoins without a clear understanding of Bitcoin, because if Bitcoin dumps, it's gonna ruin a lot of these altcoin setups. Okay, and there are quite a bit of mixed signals on Bitcoin. But yeah, I am long on Bitcoin. I am long on quite a bit of the altcoins here. So my opinion on this market is bullish. But these are just my opinions, like the entirety of this video, and not financial advice. You still gotta do your own research. Now let's come back here to Flare Network daily time frame. Daily time frame. There is another falling wedge pattern here, and I talked about this pattern last time with with the basically range sketched out for you guys. And this looks like it could be breaking out soon because it's retesting that upper trend line here. Of course, also got to mind the downside risk, because this could also come back down, right? And retest some of these lows as well if it does not break out. Now, also want to tell you guys, if you guys are new to this market, or if you guys, are still new to charting, is that even though these patterns have a higher chance of breaking to the upside, they still have a smaller chance of breaking down. I've seen them break down, okay? So something to be watching out for. So this is basically what I'm seeing for Flare Network. If it actually breaks out by this point here, for example, out of the smaller falling wedge pattern, the price target would be about almost 3 cents, or basically 3 cents. So this is basically what I'm looking at for Flare Network. If you want to continue seeing any more Flare Network FLR token, make sure to drop a like, comment, subscribe, or let me know if you guys want to see any other coins in this market by dropping a comment in the description section below. and I'll see you next time.